The first step on your LeetCode journey is not taking a step at all. You turn your nose up at big tech, and being anti-FANG is your religion. You've watched every why I'll never work at FANG and why I quit my six-figure job at FANG video on YouTube. You're active in all the comments on YouTube and Reddit, telling everyone just how you're another cog in the machine at FANG and how you want to feel like your work is important. You're happy to work for peanuts and hodl your paper money stock options until the day that God comes down and tells you that your time to win the lottery has finally come. You're the first to tell your friends how stupid LeetCode is and how no engineer ever inverts a binary tree on the job. Why would I ever need to implement binary search? There's a package for that in Python in the standard library. You're a true believer, and if there ever was an award for your service in the anti-LeetCode army, you'd be a fucking general. Your commitment to the cause is commendable, and out of principle, you'll never sell your soul to Zuckerberg or Tim Apple. Good for you. As you know, the next phase is anger. Now, this comes in many forms. The first is when a friend of yours tells you their FANG offer and you realize that their sign-on bonus is almost larger than your total compensation. When you realize that the kid who just memorized all of Meta's top 75 questions and then watched all of Cracking FANG's amazing solution videos, subscribe if you haven't already, you freeloaders, is going to make more money than you in 12 months than you will in 3 years. How the fuck could this happen? Don't they know that you're a senior SWE at a startup where you have to manage your own infra, keep AWS costs low, and maintain a healthy CI/CD pipeline? Don't they know that you wear many hats and actually have real-world skills? That you're not just some LeetCode monkey? That you actually know how to code? That you're a real software engineer and not one that can just find the lowest common ancestor of a binary tree? Don't they know who you are? How is this little shit, fresh out of university, going to run circles around your TC, and all he's ever going to do is change the color of buttons and center divs? The rage flows through your veins, and you feel your pulse racing. Anger consumes you. Your 4 years studying computer science, wasted. Your actual understanding of how computers worked is trumped by a kid who writes React code and couldn't write a unit test to save their life. So you decide to listen to your inner Palpatine voice ringing through your head and channel your anger. It gives you focus, makes you stronger. You're now ready to LeetCode. You open your wallet, you drop 150 on LeetCode Premium and vow to become the evil that you once swore to eradicate. You start where we all started, 2 sum. Find the 2 numbers that sum to the target, easy peasy, double for loop, let's go. Solution fucking denied. What? Impossible. What the fuck is big O of n squared time complexity? This worked on the test cases they provided. Reality smacks you in the face. You knew nothing about computer science. It was all fake news. You know nothing, Jon Snow. You thought computer science was about designing data-intensive applications, scaling to the billions, and solving the world's biggest and most challenging problems. You fool. In this world, if you can't find the K closest points to origin with a quick select algorithm, then you're fucking nothing. Slime, worthless, doomed to be in existence where no matter what you post on Blind, the only response you'll ever get is TC. You shake uncontrollably, you've been lied to, all that you thought you knew has fallen apart in front of your eyes, and you're exposed for the fraud you are. It's now time to move to stage 3. When you finally wipe the tears from your eyes after the crushing humiliation of your quadratic 2-sum defeat, you start to come to your senses. You find some LeetCode motivation videos on YouTube and you pump yourself up for the grind ahead. You're listening to Eminem's Till I Collapse on repeat, building the courage to continue the fight. You realize the scale of the journey ahead. You start praying to God. Please, please, just get me a FANG offer. I'll do anything. You DM Marky Z on Instagram and beg for an offer. You'll do anything to taste that sweet, sweet Facebook money. But to no avail. You're still no closer to your goal and all your prayers gone unanswered. Sorry, but God doesn't talk to techies with under 250 TC. You're gonna have to do it the hard way. As you settle in for the long grind, the reality of it all becomes more and more apparent. You've been learning the basics for 4 months, but still get slapped by the mediums. You tell yourself you're learning some of the common solution patterns, but really you're just simping the NeetCode solution videos. You browse LeetCode Discuss and Blind, and you see the offers people are getting. 500k TC, 700k, 300k TC straight out of university. You look at your bank account, your 4-digit security key has more digits than your balance. You look at your problem solved on LeetCode, less than 50. Pathetic. Sad. Loser. You're never gonna make it. Your mind slips into a depression. You're going to be poor forever. Andrew Tate was right. You're a brokey. What color is your Bugatti? Fucking invisible, because you're never going to have one. Peasant. You see the kids who graduated 4 years after you snagging huge offers at all the top FANG companies in Silicon Valley. And you can't even tell me if a string is a valid palindrome if you're allowed to remove one character. These kids can't even speak English correctly and they make more money than you. Their Facebook offer is bussin' for real, no cap, that's fire. Yeah, bro, that offer is lit. On God, finna about this, get this bread. You think of quitting. The grind becomes unbearable, each problem seemingly taking you further and further away from your goal. You're ready to just close your laptop and give it all up forever. But you push on a little bit longer, and you now enter the final stage. After months of grinding, all the pieces start falling into line. With every day that passes, more and more of your solutions are accepted. You start flying through the mediums, you're tackling the hards. You understand that all the suffering was necessary to make you into the coding monster that you are today. The pain just made you stronger, the setbacks only set you up to go further. You realize that LeetCode is more than just a set of questions, it's there to weed out those who cannot see the grind until the end. To filter out those who don't have what it takes to make it to the promised land of FANG, and accidentally expose user data because, who the fuck cares about privacy? You start seeing the common patterns between questions and you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You've started grinding the top 100 questions for the company you desperately want to work for. The recruiter emails you. You've been given a phone screen. Your hard work is close to paying off. You look back at the times that you clown those FANG engineers for going through this process, and now you sit at the precipice of joining this same elite club. You fly through the phone screen, perfect solutions, not a moment of hesitation, optimal in both time and space. No bugs, no mistakes, just like you practiced. The on-site is scheduled. You're nervous because you now have to study system design, but at least you have real-world experience to draw on. It might be a problem that your conflict management skills aren't great. Let's be honest, that one time you called a coworker a useless donkey because he prefers Emacs over Vims. But it's okay, because lying was invented for a reason, and just like the time you told your manager it wasn't you that accidentally shipped that recursive loop and ballooned the AWS bill to the moon, you're confident you can lie your way out of this one as well. Interview day, coding round, seen the questions before. Of course, how could you not? Don't they know you've practiced the top 100 questions on repeat for the last 4 weeks? You know every detail in and out. Oh, and of course you lied when they ask when you've seen this question before. Interview done. Now you wait. The suspense kills. Did you get it or did you fail? Are you doomed to startups for life or will you happily take the golden handcuffs? The recruiter calls. Success. You're in. Accepted. E5 offer. 500k TC. Relocation to Palo Alto. You're a real SWE now. Your life is now all about the free canteen food and providing value to the shareholders. You tell your boss you're leaving and that you'll miss him. You won't. He's not part of the club. You don't need him. Your journey is complete. You went from swearing to never to join FANG to gladly assimilating into their ranks. You're one of us now. You can never leave. The golden handcuffs weigh too heavy on you, and there is no escape. As you board the plane to fly to San Francisco, you wonder to yourself where you'll be able to go and what you'll be able to achieve. Staff SWE, principal, director, VP, maybe even CTO. If you're lucky, you'll achieve all of that. But the real mark of accomplishment for a FANG engineer is when you then get to make LeetCode solution videos and satire videos like this for an audience of 16,000 subscribers. That's the real reward. I'll see you one day there, kiddo.